The Philadelphia sports scene is on the rise, and the Phillies are one of the reasons why. With a talented group of young players, the Phils are near the top of the National League East. The Giants are one of the hottest teams in baseball, winning 7 of their last 8. Tonight, the road trip continues after a sweep of the Braves in Atlanta. It's game 1 of the series. Giants-Phillies next. The Giants move on from Atlanta to here in Philadelphia as we get ready for a big 4-game series from Citizens Bank Park. Giants-Phillies, welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, and it's powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Javi Lopez. Nice series in Atlanta. Giants now forget about that, and they'll take on these Philadelphia Phillies who got some fight. And the guy that's going to face them tonight is Jeff Samardzija. And Javi, what's one thing you'd like to see Samardzija do?
I think I want him just to find the arm slot early in this game and get the ball back over the plate. Last year you saw the great K to walk ratio and how great he was at that, and he's fallen behind a lot this year. He's walking a lot of guys. I just want to see him get the ball back over the plate and let the ball just do what it needs to do.
All right, you know what? It would be fun tonight because it's interesting. These Phillies are coming in with a pretty good record, just like the Atlanta Braves. All right, when we come back, we will have the lineups and the very first pitch right after this.
Try the new Cholula Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family, only at Jack in the Box.
We are back here in Philadelphia as we get started for game 1 of this 4-game series. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The boardwalk is open. Visit beachboardwalk.com for park hours. 75 degrees here at the yard. You see the winds and humidity, and it is partly cloudy. So Giants are coming in with a nice record of 19 and 15. Phillies are 18 and 15. The Fanatic entertaining as always. The thing that always I find interesting with the Fanatic is he can do whatever he wants. I mean, if he wants to stay out there and the game is delayed for 10 minutes, the Phillies are fine with that.
And does a great Bruce Bochy impersonation.
He does the great, I can't get my head off the ground.
Yep.
It's too heavy. And while the Fanatic entertains, we're going to give you the Giants lineup, which, by the way, has been entertaining lately. It's Blanco, McCutchen, and then Buster Posey. And you see what he's done during this 22-game hitting streak against the Phillies, followed by Belt, Longoria, and Crawford. Alan Hansen will hit in the 7th spot. Ortiz Hernandez, a 4-hit night the other night. In Atlanta, he'll hit 8th and then Samardzija 9th.
Taking the hill for the Phillies tonight is Zach Eflin, making his 2nd start of the season. Had a great outing last time, no decision against the Marlins, but threw the ball well. Set just 72 pitches it took him to get through 6 innings. Big fella, 6'6", 215. Just 24 years of age, and what you're going to get out of this guy is going to use that size to get the action on the fastball slider combo. And he's a pretty good strike thrower. He's always going to be around the plate.
He is a tall fellow.
The defense behind Eflin tonight, he's starting out there in the outfield from left to right. You got Hoskins, Herrera, and Williams. Left side of the infield, you got Franco and Kingery. And on the right side is Hernandez and Santana, and Jorge Alfaro will be doing the catching.
Giants coming off a really nice trip in Atlanta, where they won 9-4, 11-2, and then it turned out to be a bit of a squeaker yesterday. They win 4-3. So Gregor Blanco is going to lead things off. Mentioned the Phillies in their record. They have lost 6 of 8, but their record at home is very good. They're 11-5 at home. And the Nats took 2 out of 3 in their series. Ended yesterday. First pitch of the ball game is a call strike. So we get started at 7:07. Blanco in that series in Atlanta, although he did a lot of great things to help the Giants win those 3 games, he was only 2 for 13 as he fouls this one off of Alfaro, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. It gives you an idea that you don't have to have a boatload of hits to help your team win, and that was the case with Blanco.
Had one of the bigger ones, a triple, to really get everything going.
He did. And that was on a Friday night. Here's the 1-2 to Blanco. And he takes strike 3 call. There's a high strike, so you get an idea what you're going to get out of Brian Knight with Davis, Hoberg, and Carlson from 1st to 3rd.
Using that size, got a little bit of the zone.
Well, maybe it wasn't as high as much as it was outside.
It was out. It was out for sure, but got corners to work with.
If Samardzija sees that, he's got to be happy. Here's McCutchen. McCutchen hitting .246 with 3 home runs, 14 driven in, and he wraps the first pitch foul.
Wotus with the kick.
McCutchen 5 for 10 in Atlanta. 3rd in the National League with 23 walks. We talked about that in Atlanta as he wraps this one into the gap in left center field. Is he going to turn it? He's going to turn it and hold, and that's the first hit of the game. But we talked about his walks. He's taken a lot of walks. And here's Buster Posey.
I think that's the beauty of hitting in that 2nd spot. You can work the count a little bit, and then obviously when you have Buster hitting behind you, you can wait. You can wait on some good pitches.
Buster had the day off yesterday. So in those 2 games in Atlanta, Friday and Saturday, Buster went 5 for 10. And he'll chase, Eflin will chase McCutcheon back. He's got 3 steals on the year. He's been thrown out 1 time.
Average keeps climbing. McCutcheon.
That's true. 3 more games. Pitch is high to Buster Posey. Couple of home runs, 14 driven in. Giants now with that sweep in Atlanta are now 9-8 on the road. And they're 5-1 against the National League East. And there's a swing and a bat that goes foul.
How'd that not hit somebody?
The screens here in Philadelphia, they do go down the left field line. They're just not very high.
There's good distance. Right in the right spot.
I'm telling you, back in the day, we'd have somebody go up in there and get the bat. Because bat orders weren't always coming on time. So a ball and a strike to Buster Posey. Well, 1-2. So nice, easy 96 from Eflin. Belt on deck. McCutcheon extends his lead, and now a soft toss to first.
When you're that tall like Eflin, 6'6", it's tough to be quick to the plate. So you really got to do your best to hold on any runner with some speed. Vary your times, vary your looks. Try to keep them off balance as well.
Got him. So here's Belt.
Look at the slider here. Talked about earlier, fastball slider combos. Going to see a lot of those today. And that's one of those you just get away with. Kind of backs up a little bit, stays up in the zone. Hitter's frustrated, and you're thankful you get it back.
So here's Belt. Belt has got a little bit of ownage, 6 at bat ownage against Eflin. And that would be 3 for 6 with a double and a home run. Belt in Atlanta went 3 for 12.
This is one of those parks you want to make your hay, just like Atlanta. Good hitters park.
Overshift is on, and McCutcheon gets chased back again. Hernandez, the second baseman, is out where most second basemen play Belt. So Eflin at the Belt. And the pitch to Belt is a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Right in the same parking lot, the NBA basketball playoffs are going on between the Celtics and the 76ers. So the crowd is quite small here. There, it's quite large. The 1-1. High and away, 2-1 to Belt. But our views, we had a beautiful view of looking right into Philadelphia. The skyline, lots of new high tall buildings in Philadelphia. Here's the 2-1 to Belt. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Good change up there, pull the string.
Eflin's start against Miami, 6 innings. There's the view we have as you look right into downtown Philadelphia. It's not a good city, it's a great city. 2-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. A lot of times you judge the city on how well you did here as a player.
Yeah, no question. That's first and foremost in every athlete's mind.
And I know you love this town.
And I love it. Plus, I got a lot of college buddies from up this area.
2-2 to Belt. Nope. 3-2, which is just about what you would expect out of Belt in his first at bat. So McCutcheon will take off. Longoria watching from the Yonduck circle. And the walk, and Longoria is going to hit. That's a good at bat again from Belt. Is that a changeup?
It was.
So it's the same pitch that Belt swung and missed at, and he saw it for the second time and took it.
PitchCast is brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company. Look at the changeup. Alfaro trying to frame it. Not going to be able to pull that one up into the zone. And that gives Longo a chance.
Longoria has never faced Eflin before. He's coming in at 246. And he takes a strike. Three for 11 in Atlanta. Hit an opposite field home run. He's got 7 on the year. One ball and one strike. I mentioned Brian Knight, Jerry Davis, Pat Holberg, Mark Carlson. I'm assuming Jerry Davis, yes, indeed, is the crew chief. So Longoria with an open stance. Target is in. And a broken bat flare. And it's caught by Kingery to end the inning. Nice play. Didn't think he had a shot, but he puts it away to keep the Giants off the board. Here's the play to end the inning. Samardzija coming out. It's 0-0. Fourth start, and this is the lineup that he'll be facing. It'll be Hernandez, Hoskins, and then Abdul Herrera. And you can see that he's hot right now, followed by Franco Santana and Nick Williams. Hitting in the 7th slot will be Kingery, the kid who just made the catch. Alfaro will hit 8th, and Zach Eflin will hit 9th.
Taking the mound for the Giants, Jeff Samardzija, like he said, making the 4th start. And the only thing that really just jumps out at you is the walks. 10 walks in the 13 2/3. But you're going to just have him attack. A lot of fastballs, hard slider coming off that, and a split finger for finishes.
And he throws a strike on the first pitch. And it's 0-1. Hernandez hitting .273. He's got 3 home runs, 11 runs batted in. He's a good little player. And the next pitch is high. Hoskins to follow, and then Herrera.
Hernandez career highs last year, basically in every category. Led the team in average, 294. Bases, stolen bases, 15.
And he can pick it.
Yeah. No longer underrated, I think, at second base, but he's always up there for middle infielders making plays.
So 1-2. And the next pitch is wide. Samardzija is struggled in his career in this ballpark. But I think right now he's just trying to get his feet on the ground. Doesn't matter where he's pitching. 3-2. It was odd even last year when Samardzija got to a 3-ball count. Out of play as he goes right at him.
Defense behind Jeff Samardzija today from left to right in the outfield. Blanco, Hernandez, McCutcheon. Left side of the infield, Longoria and Crawford. Right side, Hanson and Belt. And Buster Posey will be doing the catching.
And another 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Out of play again. And you can see what Samardzija's doing. He's not trying to corner pitch Hernandez right now. He's just trying to go at him.
He's back to taking that little bit bigger turn at the balance point. Really trying to stay over the rubber.
And the walk. So here's Hoskins. The Giants, even though they won those 3 games in Atlanta, they gave up first inning runs in all 3 games. Probably not a great formula.
Yeah, not the plan.
But they did manage to come back in all 3 games and win. Here's Hoskins. He's hitting in the number 2 spot. 5 home runs, 23 driven in. And he takes high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. He's faced Samardzija twice. He's 2 for 2.
He's in a bit of a cold streak. He's from Sacramento. Finished 2nd or 4th last year in Rookie of the Year, and he didn't make his debut till August. So that shows you the kind of talent he's got.
All right. Samardzija's thinking, this pitch I have to get.
That's a nice cutter down in the zone. It's got every bit of the strike. Buster, he's even double pumping that one. Now you're just hoping for that big 2-0 hack ground ball. Take a big swing.
Runner goes. Posey's throw is going to be offline. And it'll be a stolen base for Hernandez. It's also 3-0.
Hernandez just going, doesn't even peek back. Straight steal. Had Samardzija timed and led the team in steals last year and off to a good start again this year. Number 6.
That is. That's number 6. And there's a strike to Hoskins. Adubel Herrera to follow. We're in the bottom of the 1st. And this pop-up is going to be out of play. It's 3-2.
This team's much like the Braves. They're going to create some action out there. It's a contrast in styles. The Phillies are average age is 26, the youngest in Major League Baseball, while San Francisco is 29. Tied for 2nd oldest in Major League Baseball going into the year.
3-2. And the walk. So here's Herrera. So Herrera, you see his numbers. He's never faced Samardzija before. He's got some power. Just like that. High and deep. And gone. And the Giants do it again. They give up runs in the first inning.
Dead red hitter, one of the hottest hitters in the league. Fastball leaks back over the middle of the plate. And Herrera's been doing that to a lot of people this year. That's his 41st hit already on the season, and it's a big one.
So here's Michael Franco. I don't think for 1 second that Samardzija is upset about the home run as much as he is the two walks beforehand.
I agree.
It'll be Buster Posey who puts it away. 1 out. So wipe the slate clean if you're Jeff Samardzija. And here's Carlos Santana. Santana with 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in.
Don't be fooled by the batting average. He's starting to take some better hacks this last week.
And the Giants will play Santana like the Phillies played Belt. Big overshift. And there's an off-speed pitch for a strike. With Nick Williams to follow. 2 walks and a home run, and here we are with 1 out in the first.
They play the shift like Belt, and he approaches in a bat like Belt. Works the count an awful lot.
It's 1 and 2. Give me the numbers on this home run. 424. And another pop-up for Buster Posey. I said the other day that 27 ground balls to Crawford would be fine. 27 pop-ups to Buster's not a bad deal either.
It's a Gold Glove there too.
Here's Nick Williams. Williams has a career home run against Samardzija. He's throwing all the pitches now.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, these guys strike out an awful lot. They do walk a lot as well. They punched out 18 times yesterday. You can't really blame them for that. They're facing the best pitcher in the game, in Scherzer, but they will swing the bat.
There's that wide strike that Blanco saw.
Nick Williams, yet another one of these guys. He's 24 years old. Had a pretty good year last year, limited games, 83 games, but hit 288.
One and 2 to Nick Williams. Tap to Belt. Foul. So we'll do it again. Samardzija takes a look at that ground ball that went foul and throws it out. It's a new ball. This is just game one of a 4-game series. And the Giants will wrap up the road trip starting Friday night in Pittsburgh. Base hit.
Samardzija trying to get the fastball up out of the zone. Buster wanted a little bit higher. Try to get him to chase, but Nick had other plans with that ball.
Here's Scott Kingery. And a quick toss, and Williams is back.
This guy's got a lot of talent. Voted the best player in the Philly system last year, just 23 years old.
Swing. Yeah, got a miss.
He's got power and speed. He had 25 homers last year, over 25 stolen bases. And you saw the great defensive play to end the first.
Pitch number 28 for the Shark.
Oh my. Even Buster's now leaning back, wondering where that's at. That split the plate.
Trying to navigate Samardzija through this first inning. A 3-run home run, if you just joined us, by Herrera here in the first. Williams has 1 steal. You might see him take off. Pitch is high, 2-1. Sort of looking over the Giants dugout now. He gets some help in the 2-1 pitch. 2-2.
Really nice slider right there. That when he finished, got that late hand speed. We'll take another look at it here. Good extension, late hand speed down in the zone. Kingery hips it flying open. Everything was flying open. Wasn't going to do much with that pitch. That's what you want to see Samardzija doing. That's what he's doing a lot last year, being able to command down at the knees and expand up for outs.
Runner goes, and this is a one-hopper that Crawford knocks down, and everybody's safe. It'll be an error on Crawford. Giants have made some errors lately, but they're still winning games.
Hot shot. Had it, knows you have to be quick with Kingery. He can run. Comes up, basically just knocks it down. Got one chance right there to field it clean, missed it. Kingery speed, he's going to beat that one out. See him hustling down the line.
$17 errors in their last 15 games. Here's Alfaro. And it's wide, 1-0.
Samardzija letting that one go, 96.
I think he's a little ticked off.
Yeah, he's getting hot.
3 home runs, 8 driven in for Alfaro. In tight, 2-0. The pitcher, Eflin's on deck. All started out with 2 walks to Hernandez and Hoskins. And a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Alfaro will step out. Samardzija says, all right, I'm good with that. And it's a high curveball, 3-1.
That's a spot you want to be careful. You do have that base open. Alfaro hasn't been swinging the bat the way he did last year. But when you get in these hitter counts, eliminating pitches, you really got to be careful with location.
So Eflin's going to get a chance to hit. And I don't think Samardzija's that unhappy with that. And it sounds like maybe the phone is ringing in the bullpen.
It looks like Pierce Johnson's going to play some catch out there. You never want to see that, but at the same time, he had good starts in Atlanta, so you didn't really wear down your bullpen. So you can cover a game like this if you need to. Brochi's hoping he gets through this one.
Eflin on the year is 0 for 1. A 1-0. See your base runners. It's Williams, Kingery, and Alfaro. And a healthy rip, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. But he's not taking anything off to get it in.
Yeah, he's letting it fly now.
One and 2.
You see better hand speed, better location, actually, the way he's going at it aggressively like this. Kind of want to ease into those starts, but when you're up over 30 pitches, you're loose.
And that'll end the inning. Damage is 3 runs. So the Giants have been here before on this trip. 2nd inning coming up. Star Wars special event package is going to include a Giants Millennium Falcon t-shirt and a ticket to see the Giants and Rockies. sfgiants.com/special events. Well, the Giants now have some work to do. The Phillies sent 9 hitters to the plate. They lead 3-0. And for the Giants, it'll be Crawford, Hansen, and Hernandez. Coming up to face Zach Eflin, who owns a nice lead. Here's Crawford. Crawford shows bunt on the overshift, and he takes a strike. Crawford had a nice Atlanta trip. 8 for 14, had a home run. Hansen to follow, and it's wide. One ball and one strike. Crawford bunts it, third base side. Eflin, can he get to it and throw him out? He does.
How far would you go for Togo? Brought to you by Togo Pretzel Rami. And it was yesterday, top 4. Alan Hansen safe at home with a headfirst slide again, almost identical to Friday night. Just jumps, contact plays on, goes for it. 14.5 on the lead. Took him 3 seconds flat to get home, and dugout was happy and he was happy. That's how far he would go.
Here is Hansen hitting .321 and a big home run in the series. Two. Pretty much control of everything right now.
He's in a good rhythm.
Eflin.
He's in a real good rhythm.
Yorkis Hernandez on deck. Got him on 3 pitches. Here in attendance is John Barr. John's the Vice President and Assistant General Manager, Scouting, International Operations. He's got the big draft coming up. He's sitting next to his daughter, Eileen, his wife, Marianne, and then Marianne's father, Charlie. So John lives here, but he does a lot of work back in the Bay Area, and he's been responsible for some of the great drafts that the Giants have had.
Hey, you look at the rest of the scouts right in front of them.
And that's right. They're all in town. They had a big meeting.
Oh.
Although I think John's the boss, right? We should be sitting in the front row. I got to talk to somebody here about this. Although I'm sure John's not complaining at all.
You see all
that front row right there.
Yeah, you see all the SF there digging into their iPhones.
And a call strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. John Barr is 11th season with the Giants. My standard gag line with John Barr is to ask him in front of a lot of people, did you discover Buster Posey or did you sign him? And he always plays along, and he said, I absolutely discovered him. No one else had ever heard of him until I came along. 1-2 pitch. Little pop-up foul and out of play. Another bat goes flying. Just another note on John Barr's daughter, Kate. I would call her a high executive in the NBC Sports Bay Area.
She's definitely
office.
up there. She's on the way up.
Maybe Eileen's sister.
She's on assignment with the Warriors, following them around.
Yeah, she is. The 1-2 pitch. 2-2.
Good reach back 97. I'd say Eflin's feeling pretty good out there right now. Good rhythm.
And that'll end it on a pitch right down the middle of the plate. 4 strikeouts for Efley. Samardzija coming back out.
Tires. Tires, service, straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
3 runs in the first inning for the Phillies. It's 3-0. And right off the bat, it's going to be the top of the order facing Samardzija. And that's Cesar Hernandez, who drew a walk in the first. Samardzija threw 40 pitches in that first inning. And the first pitch is high, so he's trying to lower those sights just a little bit. And he does with that breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's a good call there to go with the breaking ball. Try to get that feel of getting that release point out and over the top of that. That's the only way you can get that ball to go down. See if he made the adjustment.
Well, we saw Samardzija win his first start, and I don't think he threw a fastball above 90 or 91. And that's changed now. He definitely has his velocity back. He just doesn't have his control. So he takes a little bit of a walk. You can see he's stumped. There's a strike.
We had touched on the fact this isn't one of his favorite ballparks. Much like you're gonna love the cities where you play well, pitch well, and this isn't one of them for him.
So far, I think he hates Philadelphia. Little pop-up giving chase is Longoria, and he makes a very nice basket catch. Nice play. Samardzija saying thank you very much.
That's a huge sigh of relief. Tracking over the shoulder basket catch. Had it all the way. Up on the tarp for style points. Take another look at it. There it is. Just get up there. Just, yep. Put a couple spike marks into that tarp for good measure.
Here's Hoskins, Rhys Hoskins. And a strike, and it's 0-1. 97.
Yeah, well, any concerns about Samardzija's arm, I think he's answered those right now.
Chase is Hoskins back just a little bit.
Not a bad miss at all. When you got a power guy, you want to be able to jam him in.
Go. Gets away from him. It's 2-1. You mentioned the Sacramento kid, and he started out. I'm not sure there's been a rookie that ever has started out like he did.
It was incredible.
It was home run after home run. 3-1.
That's what I imagine Willie McCovey's was like when he got that late call up
and was Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he did win it.
Three and two. There's a definite challenge from a guy who hits a lot of home runs to a guy who likes to throw the fastball. And the payoff. And Crawford going out. Blanco coming in. And Blanco puts it away. This is the home run in the first inning from Herrera. He saw one pitch.
Wasted no time, got the fastball. Samardzija was struggling, just find the zone. He was looking for one pitch only, got it. And did that, and like I said, he's been doing that to a lot of people. 36 straight games now, on base streak.
First pitch is high and wide. 1 ball and no strikes.
Second in the league to Markakis on batting average.
Well, Markakis definitely had the magic one-do working in Atlanta. Taking nothing away from him. He can hit. And the 1-1. Oh, 1 and 2. It was Herrera that was the big to-do about not starting on opening day, correct?
That's exactly right. It's the only game he hasn't reached base.
Gabe Kapler, the new manager here in Philadelphia.
But the streak actually goes on in from last season too, if you count those.
That's true. That is a wide open stance. Foul back. Doesn't matter how you start out. You can see where for Herrera that where that right foot, it has to move towards the plate. There's no way it can stay where it's at. He'd never be able to reach the outside part of the plate. But boy, does he start out wide open. And almost out of the box.
Swing your swing, isn't that what they tell you?
Yep. There's Gabe Kapler. So I'm talking to Longoria before the game. He did some research and ended up Longoria and Kapler were teammates.
That's right.
In Tampa the last 2 years that Kapler played. On the ground, foul.
Former teammate of mine, my rookie year, Colorado, and then 2006 in Boston.
Well, he's not conventional, and that in this town that can work, or it can really go against you. As this is lifted deep to left, but in the park to Blanco, and that's going to end the inning. Samardzija comes back with a 1-2-3 second, and it'll be Samardzija to lead it off.
Filipino Heritage Night. Your special event package includes a ticket to see the Giants take on the Rockies and a Filipino Giants t-shirt. Reminder, to receive the t-shirt you will need purchase this special event ticket. Visit sfgiants.com/special events for tickets.
Be there. Here's Samardzija, who's 0 for 3 on the season. Swing and a foul. May have hit home plate umpire Brian Knight. A partial Giants family. The 0-2 to the Shark. And this is rolled to Kingery, the shortstop. Make the play. 1 out. And that'll bring up Blanco, who struck out in the first. When the Giants got down in Atlanta, in every game, they came back in either the second, third, or fourth inning. Mostly the second and the third. But Eflin right now seems to be in a pretty good groove. See what Blanco does second time around. 1 ball and no strikes. Fouled out of play. Andrew McCutchen on deck. Outfield straightaway. In at third is Franco. And a flare out to left. It's going to hang up as Hoskins takes it away. And here's McCutchen.
Talking about Samardzija's struggles in this ballpark. Eflin hasn't had an easy ride here either. He's 1 and 5 with a 5.7 and 9 career starts here at home.
Keep it close.
So just give yourself a chance.
That's right. Never know. Here's Buster Posey, or make that. Here's McCutchen with Buster Posey on deck. McCutchen lined a single in the left field in the first inning. He takes a strike. .252. Comes back with another strike. It's 0-2.
High changeup. McCutchen didn't like it.
Samardzija had 40 pitches after 1 inning. Eflin now has 41 with 2 outs here in the third. Look out, it's 2-2. See the skipper watching this 2-2 pitch from Eflin to McCutchen. And that'll end the inning. Strikeout number 5. It remains 3-0 Phillies.
Brought to you by Cresco, your #1 choice for tool and equipment rental with 19 stores to serve you in Northern California.
Here in Philadelphia, it's the Phillies 3 and the Giants nothing, and it'll be Franco, Santana, and Williams to face Jeff Samardzija. Franco popped out to Buster Posey, and there's a called strike. Bouncing ball. Hansen by second, and he throws him out. Not an easy play, but a play a second baseman has to make. Stream the Giants on the go. Great news, Giants fans, this season once again. You can stream every NBC Sports Bay Area broadcast on your desktop or mobile device. Giants games streamed on the go on the NBC Sports app. Giants fans here in Philadelphia. Here's Santana. He's 0 for 1. Takes the pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. Year started out pretty well for these Philadelphia fans with the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. That's high and foul and out of play. Their NBA team very competitive. Although they're down 3-0 to the Celtics. But they got a good young team. They're going to be good for a long time. And these Phillies are on the rise.
Good sports complex here. Everything's right here. Share the parking lot. One-stop shopping.
It really is. And the pitch is high. The Flyers made the playoffs. 2 balls and a strike.
Broad Street Bullies.
Yeah. Foul again. 2-2.
Oh.
Heads up, young lady.
Right in the shoulder. Look at her. Not rubbing it, nothing. Gamer.
Out of play. I'm also reminded, Javi, that Villanova did pretty well in basketball, although you're not that fond of the whole deal.
Of course I am. You're right, Villanova.
There's a fanatic messing with our Giants fans.
It's been a good run for Philly, no question. Like you said, the fanatic doing what he wants. This is his park.
And the pitch is high, so Santana, with all the foul balls, now gets it to 3-2.
He can work some pitches at guys. He's 4th in the league last year in the AL in walks.
Got him. Second strikeout. So the fanatic messing with the guy's hat.
And that cutter up at the hands, waiting for the ball to leak over the plate, never did. Swings over the top. Back to the dugout you go. Let's see, still doing his own thing.
Sitting in the guy's lap, blocking his view. He's the best. Here's Williams, who takes a strike.
Giants fan. Look at him. He's just annoyed on the aisle, sitting on the aisle, trying not to notice that he's there.
Yeah, now he's going to go mess with that little girl with the dark hair. Well, first this one's going to intercept him. He's the best. That character right there could never be in a bad mood. Belt's got it on one hop. And this will be back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for the Shark. It'll be Posey, Belt, and Longoria coming up.
Because no matter where you serve or when you served, we stand ready to serve all military families.
Here in the fourth, it's a 3-0 lead for the Phillies as Buster Posey is going to hit first, facing Zach Eflin. And the pitch to Posey is a swing and a pop-up foul. Giving chase is Williams, but he's going to run out of room. It's no balls and 1 strike. Posey struck out in the first. Eflin's got 5 strikeouts through 3 innings. With Belt to follow. And then Longoria. Outside to even the count at a ball and a strike.
He's going to attack with the lead that he has. He's a strike thrower, though. He always has been. So just look for something over the middle of the plate and hammer it.
Posey's going to open up the inning with a base hit to right. So here's Belt. Remember, we said in that Atlanta series, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. 1-1 count. Gets a changeup. Hit it where it's pitched. Down and away. Flips it to right. Good job. See it right here. He's not missing his target. He's hitting the glove. You got to give Eflin that credit right there. But Buster just keeps the barrel on the bat, on the ball, and drives it into right.
Here's Belt, who drew a walk in the first. And he fouls it back. Longoria and then Crawford. So you got 3 guys coming up that can do some damage and have done some damage on this road trip.
They've been aggressive. Giants have been aggressive early in the count. You saw another first pitch swing there. They know he's coming over the plate. Time to get it.
And a little bit off the plate to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Not a lot of activity in the major leagues today. Couple of West Coast games. And then 4 games in the East or in the Midwest. Here's the 1-1 to Belt. Belt fouls it back 1-2.
Yeah, it's almost like a playoff scoreboard.
Yeah.
Couple teams playing. Empty lights in right field.
A lot of empty lights. See down at the bottom. Underneath the right field stands. 1-2. You see what's going on. One West Coast game. The Padres are going to host the Nationals. Two and 2 to Belt. Got him. 6 strikeouts. Here's Longoria. We were talking in between innings about the bullpens here, and I said to Javi, that has to be a great view. And your response was, sure, as long as you sit far enough back.
You got to just stay back. It's kind of fun because you guess what happens down the left field line. You can't see it, so you just guess.
Ah, that's right. You're blocked out.
You wait for crowd reaction.
So you did not see Juan Uribe's home run in Game 6 unless you had already been in the game.
I got the win. You're good setup. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Saw it from the dugout.
Yeah.
I almost got a chance to hit.
That was a beautiful view from anywhere. Longoria foul down the third baseline.
You can see the book on Longoria. They're just trying to throw those breaking balls down and away, make him reach. Saw the Braves do it over the weekend. Eflin doing it here. Trying to take the sting out of the bat.
Seven strikeouts. And here's Crawford. I mean, he's got a career high with 2 outs in the 4th. He had 4 strikeouts in 6 innings in his last start. So here's Crawford. Posey gets chased back. This is the first year we've seen teams consistently overshift on Crawford.
So the bunt was a good idea. Give it a try.
If you joined us, Crawford bunted, and what he needed to do is just get it by Eflin. It was a good bunt, but Eflin got to it. If it gets by him, then he's got a hit. Skied into left center field. Herrera says, I got this one, and he does to end the inning. Giants waste a leadoff single. It remains 3-0 Phillies.
By your Northern California Ford dealers. It came back in 2010, the NLCS Game 6. You look at it right there, bottom 3. Sanchez hits Utley. Words are exchanged, bench is clear. Jeremy Affeldt stays in the pen to warm up. Comes in, gets some big outs. Look at that one right there. Goes 2 innings. Has scoreless relief. Gets the handshake from the big fella. That was quite an exciting night, electric night.
Who got the win?
I don't remember anymore. All I remember is that Affeldt didn't go down those stairs because he probably would have gotten hurt.
Yeah. Thrown one punch and pulled something?
No, he wouldn't have gotten there. He fell down the stairs or something.
Oh, I'm sure there's a rebuttal somewhere.
Nah, I'm sure it's coming.
Here's Kingery. Was it the old hold me back? Do you think that's what it was?
Gardy with the assist, really.
He and Gardy.
When you think about it. Hey, stay here, stay hot.
They came up with a good story, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Kingery reached on a Crawford error in the first. So Marge is right now pitching to keep the Giants in this game, and he's also pitching to get everything squared away that he can square away right now. There's a called strike. This is one of the more generous strike zones we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Two and two.
He's already at 76 pitches. This is normally where you'd want to be after 5. But still 3-0. Keep your team in the game. Give yourself a chance at a W.
Alfaro and then Eflin. Hit on the ground. Hansen can't get it. And it's a leadoff single. At game 6, we were talking about the bullpen. So it was Affeldt.
Look at little bum.
Bum came in. Javi comes in.
See ya.
Lincecum. I think he got 1 out. And then Wilson, I think this was that was huge. Line drive double play, but I think it was multi innings for Wilson, wasn't it?
Inning plus.
Inning plus.
Inning plus.
Here's Alfaro with Kingery at first. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Yeah, once Sanchez left, it was mix and match, and my goodness.
And then you get the Tom Hallion uppercut.
That was a great uppercut. Great uppercut. And a strike. It was a strike.
Yeah.
Just off the plate to even the count. I always tell the story about when Giants flew into Philadelphia for game 1 of that playoff series. The Philadelphia Inquirer did a position by position, who's better at every position, right? And you know, whoever wins the position battle is going to win the series. And the Inquirer picked the Phillies at every position, and then Buster was tied with Ruiz. And they won the.
I mean, they had gone back-to-back World Series already. They won understandable
starters, and they won the relievers too. A little pop-up that Hansen's going to backpedal on and put it away. So the fact that the Giants won that series, I think, is still shocking to Philadelphia fans. Here's Eflin.
Speaking of not being able to see down the line from the bullpen, that's what it was with when Cody Ross smacks the 2 homers. We're sprinting out. You can't see. You're guessing
from where you were at.
Yeah,
that's right, against the Doc. Eflin, instead of showing bunt, takes a strike. He struck out looking in the first. Kingery's got 3 steals. And a swing and a miss. 0-2. I'm wondering why they're not bunting.
I'm sure there's some numbers on it we don't know about.
Foul back. Pretty good swing by Eflin. No runs on 2 hits for the Giants. 3 runs on 3 hits. And he goes. And a pop-up. Buster's coming back. He gets rid of the mask, and it's going to be out of play. Yeah, nice play on the bounce. So it remains 0-2. Kingery with his lead. He goes. Swinging another foul out of play. Here's the play this young lady made. Here we go. I got it. I think that's the first time she's ever caught a baseball, or softball for that matter. 0-2. That's 85 pitches now for Samardzija. And a lot of these pitches have come with Eflin fouling pitches off.
And that one right there might have jammed Kingery's wrist a little bit. Taking some time over there at first base.
Feeling back.
The thumb. Might have been the old thumb. Oh, here we go.
All right, let's watch. Yep, you're exactly right. He stuck that thing right into the base.
Might have been his. Yep, ring finger looked like.
Ow! 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 I mean, most baseball fans know that those bases are hard. Good to go for now.
He can run. He's, like I said earlier, he had 25+ steals last year in the minor leagues. Talented player.
And another 0-2 pitch to Eflin. And he got him.
Part of me was hoping for one more pickoff throw.
Yeah.
Just because I'm that guy.
I want to see. So here's Hernandez. Well, that was his right hand, right? So that's his throwing hand. Hernandez has walked and he's popped out. Longoria made a nice basket catch over his shoulder on a pop-up in foul territory. There's your throw over.
There it is.
And now a delayed steal, and the throw is going to be late. Either just a really, really bad jump or a delayed steal, one or the other. And that's his fourth.
All right, jammed up his other hand. Cut his left thumb, it looks like. Sliding in a second. Yep, the delayed steal. Yep. Gets the left hand.
By the way, get this kid off the bases. He's dangerous.
Man. He's going to go out there with those oven mitts next time.
Yeah, exactly.
His wrist protectors.
1 ball and 1 strike to Cesar Hernandez. High and deep to right, and Hernandez hit this one a long way into the second deck, and it's 5-0. Home run number 4 on the year.
See Shark trying to get that cutter in on the hands, up at the hands. Hernandez just dropped the head on and put a good swing on it. Take another look. Shark was hot. Walked around the mound a little bit, trying to compose himself. Needs one more out.
Here's Hoskins. Center field. And Hernandez will track it down. Damage done. 5-0 Phillies. Pacific time for this week's MLB Facebook watch game. Follow MLB Live on Facebook to catch exclusive national game broadcasts all season long. That's this Thursday against these Phillies as Hansen takes a strike. It's on at 10. And part of the broadcast crew to do that game will be Javier Lopez. So I imagine you're looking forward to that. Getting away from us.
It's a different thing.
Should be interesting.
Yeah, there's no commercial breaks.
There's a little flare into left, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. And Hansen, because of the dive by Hoskins, is going to go into second base. So join Javi Lopez on Thursday morning at 10. Here's Gorkys Hernandez, who struck out in the second inning.
This is a must-answer inning for the Giants. Try to get some of this back, claw back into this one.
Pablo Sandoval's on deck. Swinging a foul. So Hernandez chases that first pitch that was running right in on his hands. And it's 0-1.
If they can get into that bullpen, the bullpen's numbers have been overall, they've been pretty good. But they have allowed 58 walks in 118 innings. So they'll help you out.
He pulled the bat back. No swing. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's Jerry Davis. The 1-1. Look out. 2 balls and 1 strike. Giants have had Eflin in the stretch in a couple of innings. It's all right. I know you're frustrated, but hang in there.
Hanson's got to be careful. Alfaro's got a cannon for an arm. Don't want to get too far off second base.
Pretty good pitch. It's 3-1. Yeah, now is not the time to start bouncing around. Just play it safe. And the Giants will take that. And here comes Sandoval. Who? I just announced him as Pedro Sandoval. So here's Sandoval with Blanco on deck. Giants have now set the table. And the first pitch is wide, 1-0. So the pinpoint control that Eflin had through 4 is not showing up here in the 5th. Swing. Ain't gonna miss. So Sandoval now loose. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He's hit a couple home runs in his career at Citizens Bank. Be a good time for one, but just take a base hit at this point. Just get back into something.
Keep the line moving. It's a ball and a strike. 1-2. Huh. The big Snelton warming up.
There he is. Rally warm up.
Foul back. So you're saying those chairs are about as far out as you can get?
That's as far as you want to go. Those, when the ballpark first opened, where the flowers are, that wasn't even there. So the fans were just looking up. And they're looking over top and
wearing you out.
Wearing you out. So they finally put those little baskets up.
Yeah, remember it was the Phillies bullpen first.
Or initially it was.
Sandoval out of play.
And that's the one thing, as Snelton probably is not getting it in beginning of May of 2018, but playoff time, being the lefty, you're staring at the crowd when you're coming up and getting loose, throwing from the stretch, and you don't want to make eye contact, you don't want to look at anything.
And it would make you think that maybe this isn't the city of brotherly love.
They would tell you exactly what hitter is going to do what with the pitch that you're throwing. They'll ask you if your sister throws harder than you.
Probably in some ways comical.
Yeah. It'll rattle a cage, though, for a young buck.
Sandoval chases and strikes out for strikeout number 8. he will go back and realize he did have a couple of fastballs to hit.
Look at this curveball. Well executed, 12-6. Coming out of the hands, looking like a strike, and it just dives out of the zone. Not much Pablo can do with that, although he is one of the better bad ball hitters.
Yeah, you've seen him hit a lot of pitches like that one. Here's Blanco. Blanco takes low, 1 ball and no strikes. A double and a walk and a strikeout. Two and 0. So now Blanco can sit on something. Eflin is walk 2, and remember, came in explaining that his control is very good. Two balls and 1 strike.
Challenge fastball. Ooh, Blanco.
That's a Reggie Jackson, didn't he?
Talking about getting loose.
That's either the Reggie Jackson or the Dan Runsler, one or the other.
Well, hopefully it's not the Dan Runsler. That did not end well.
It did not. Milwaukee, Runsler, DL. 2 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1.
He hasn't thrown a lot of pitches, but the new school thought is that 3rd time through the order usually get somebody going in the pen. They still got nothing though, with a 5-0 lead. A little longer leash, I think.
Three and 2. So Hansen and Hernandez, good speed on the bases. Right now I'm more concerned about this 3-2 pitch. Out of play. So here's Eflin in the payoff pitch to Blanco. Lifted out to left. 2 outs. Nice comeback for Eflin. However, he's not out of the woods yet, because here's McCutchen. McCutchen got called out on a very questionable call 3rd and in the 3rd. And he singled in the 1st.
Comes Kranitz. Eat up one of their visits. Miguel Franco late to the party. Just got his invitation.
Yeah, sometimes as an infield, you always feel like maybe you're missing something, especially if you're the only one not in the group. This is the pitch we were talking about.
He took a fastball down and in, and great job out Alfaro framing it, but that's definitely inside. Brian Knight's called a few of those tonight.
So here's McCutchen, 3 home runs, 14 driven in. Just keeping Hansen close.
Man.
I'm not exactly sure why that's even put on with a 5-run lead. Popped them up. Kingery gives way to Franco, and that'll end the inning. Eflin gets out of the mess. 5-0.
Francisco Giants may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
Couple of home runs in this game. The difference, it's 5-0 Phillies. The new pitcher is DJ Snelton. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change, tune-up, and brake experts.
And coming on for the 4th time, limited action. Didn't pitch in Atlanta, so getting his feet wet on this road trip. You're going to see a fastball. Fastball changeup slider is his what he features. Usually the fastball is around 90-91. Good changeup.
And he hides the ball, comes.
It's pretty deceptive.
A lot of elbows and knees and hips, and it's 2-0. Right now he needs to be a strike. 2 balls and no strikes.
Especially when you're facing as hot a hitter as this guy is, you got to get the ball over the plate. Make him hit your pitch.
And it's high. Herrera in the first inning. So 1 pitch from Samardzija and planted it deep into right center field. There's a strike. If you're Herrera, as hot as you are, why you have to be happy that was a called strike.
You got to figure you want to swing it, no question.
Absolutely. Well, that one wasn't close. So. Here's Franco. Franco is popped out and he's rolled out to second. This is a game that's still within reach for the Giants, but they got to hold the Phillies down from here on out. And right at the top of the strike zone for a called strike.
That's where you want to get Snelton. You'll be able to see his changeup here. It's usually a pretty good equalizer against these right-handed bats.
Crawford and Hansen at double play depth. Crawford quite a ways off the bag at second.
change up there. Pulled it, but still got the strike call. Franco doesn't like it, giving it the long walk. Look at it, missing the zone, misses location, up and in. Franco still trying to figure out what just happened. Giants turn the most double plays in the big leagues. This would be a good spot for one now.
High. 1-2. Yeah, Suarez got 3 double play ground balls yesterday. He had 3 in his start prior to the one yesterday. Cue foul. Just got a piece.
Shows you that changeup. Snelton's funky. Definitely not in a hurry. See that? Just glove coming at you, big body coming at you. Turn that ball over nicely.
Close. Oof. 2-2.
Good pitch. Real good pitch. It's one thing you don't see with a young pitcher is the amount of time that they would take. They're usually in a rush. Snelton's just taking his time.
Too much time for Michael Franco, who steps out. Herrera with his lead at first, not a big one. And this is hit to Longoria, who's got it from a knee, and he throws it into left field or right field. Now that's one where Longoria is unhappy. He got half the play right.
Hot shot, great stop. Got him out in front on this changeup. Couldn't do much with it. Great stop. Gets to his knees. And Hansen just couldn't pick it. It's one of those as a second baseman. You just feel the footsteps. You hear them.
You're always hoping if you're Longoria that that guy can dig that out. Here's Santana, who drives one to center field. Hernandez back, looking up. He leaps, and it's gone. Did it bounce over the fence?
Oh, he had it.
And it's gone. So home run number 4 for Santana, and that's the 3rd one in the game for the Phillies.
Gorky's going back, times his leap. He has it. Looked like he hyperextended his elbow right at the top of the fence. He just didn't get up high enough, and that made it jump out of his glove. He knows he had it too. That's frustration on that base.
Plus, he had it in a good part of his glove.
He did.
I mean, it's acceptable for him maybe if it was in the web or right at the top of the glove, but this was right in the sweet spot.
The top of the fence just pushed that arm forward just a little bit, right on the elbow.
So Williams takes a strike. Williams has singled and he's bounced out to Belt. The home run makes it 8-0. The Phillies have 8 runs on 5 hits. This inning, a walk and an error, and then the home run. And there's a base hit up the middle. here's Scott Kingery. Young's going to come out and have a word with this young left-hander. He's a little shell-shocked right now.
Going into a 4-game set, you don't want to burn through your pen. You're going to ask Big Snelton to get through some innings for you. You would think till his turn comes up.
Yeah, plus Sandoval's already been in the game. So the hitter will be Scott Kingery. Kingery has reached on an error and he's singled. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Alfaro to follow, and then Eflin. Hit high into right center field, but McCutcheon's got a beat on this one. One out here in the 5th. Here's Alfaro.
Good changeup again.
You're right. The Giants do not have an off day on this road trip where they can get an automatic day off with their bullpen. So if you're Snelton, man, you got to stay out there for 2 innings. Roller foul. Alfaro swung at that like Snelton threw it. Here's the home run. Right when he hit that wall, it just jarred it out. Might like to have that one back.
Could imagine that's almost every outfielder's dream, to be able to rob a homer.
Absolutely.
Climb the fence. Especially as good a defensive player as Gorky's is out there.
Up the middle and a base hit. And now Gorky's kicks it. And both runners advance.
What do you call that, broadcaster's jinx? I shouldn't have said that.
Absolutely. That's the second time it's happened to Gorky Hernandez on this road trip. It happened in Atlanta. He just took his eye off it a little bit. Here's Eflin. Eflin swings and misses. He struck out twice. Second and third, Giants will pull the infield. Not all the way in, but close, halfway. Down low. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Top of the order, Cesar Hernandez. He's on deck. Got him.
Great action on that changeup. He's got a good feel for it right now.
Well, let's see if he uses it against Hernandez.
You look at it right here, just the bottom falls out of this thing. It's a great pitch. You just need to try to, you don't want to go to it too often. You want to be able to have something else.
First pitch strike. Hernandez is a switch hitter, hitting left-handed in the fourth. He hit a 2-run home run off of Samardzija. The Phillies have hit 3 home runs. All of them have been with people on base. This is foul below us. This was a pitch kind of right in the wheelhouse of Hernandez. Samardzija not happy with the location. Kind of where Utley used to hit him here. And the pitch is high, 1-2.
Yeah, that second deck is sneaky. You can get to it a little bit quicker than you think.
One and two. Look out. He's in at 90 to crowd him. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just like that, Snelton's at 27 pitches. Got some glasses issues.
Yeah, this is the second time this inning that this has happened. I get that this is how the kid wears it, but at some point, if he was going to be in the big leagues for a while, they'd have to change that.
I'm guessing they're fogging up, is my guess.
Yeah. And that will end the inning. Hernandez can't believe it. Santana's home run adds to the lead. It's now 8-0 Phillies.
Sunday, the 20th, the first 20,000 fans will receive a 60th anniversary expandable backpack presented by C's Candies. Tickets always available at sfgiants.com.
Dave Fleming was just in here. I said, Dave, take a look at that backpack. It would be perfect for you. Here's, see the score, 8-0. as Posey stands in. Buster takes high. He singled in the fourth.
Got to get John Miller on the backpack train.
I don't know.
I told him it frees up your hands.
And what Posey rolls it foul. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He likes that, I don't even know what you call it, the suitcase.
With wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a new
the
one,
carry-on.
too.
It's a backpack,
Beautiful.
frees up your hands.
Saw it. Beautiful. Briggs and Riley. Oh. Buster flips one out into left center field for a base hit. So he's aboard, and here's Belt. Buster just said, ow. Take it. Belt has walked and he struck out. Overshift on for Belt. Franco the lone defender on the left side. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Pitches for Eflin. A little stressful in the fifth. The Giants had a leadoff double and then a walk, but got the next three. Bell takes wide. Longoria on deck. Pops it up. It's going to be out of play.
You'd like to see the bats stay hot, at least put together some hits. But they're riding so high this past weekend in Atlanta. Get some traffic out there and get into that bullpen.
Yeah, keep that confidence going offensively. Outside the Belt, it's 2-2. It'll be Derek Holland start tomorrow night. Aaron Nola. The 2-2 to Belt. Got him. I think Bell argues with that one.
See the fastball, top of the zone. It's a strike. It's over the corner. I think Brian Knight has proven it. If you give him a chance to make the decision, he's not going to rule in your favor most of the time.
Longoria is 0 for 2. And looked like he was taking all the way, and he takes a strike. Chris Stratton and Ty Block will be the other two starters in this series. 0-2 to Longoria.
Real good sinker there. Good two-seam action. Just dove out of the zone. Quickly ahead, 0-2.
I just saw a note on Buster against the Phillies. Coming in, hitting .392 lifetime against the Phillies. Longoria down the left field line. Hoskins got a good jump on it, and he'll make the catch. And the thing that's significant about that is it's the highest average of any player against the Phillies since 1913. With 150 at bats.
Wow.
And now obviously that average is going to go up. He's 2 for 3 tonight. I'm wondering if that includes postseason.
It's 353 coming into today in this ballpark.
Here's Crawford, who's 0 for 2. Also has a 23-game hitting streak now against the Phillies. And that pitch is down low. 2 balls and no strikes. I love the story that Mark DeRosa told about driving to the ballpark with Brian McCann in the 2010 playoffs. And DeRosa said to McCann, how does it feel to be the second best catcher headed to the ballpark in the series? Clearly you can hear that coming out of D-Row.
Oh, definitely.
2 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1 to Crawford. See, 94 pitches. Eflin still's got pretty good velocity on that fastball. And if you're Crawford, you have to think you're going to get a fastball here. And with the score 8-0, it should be something to hit. It is, and it's hit a mile high into center field to end the inning. Challenge like Eflin did, and that'll end the inning. It's the 12th season of the NBC Sports Bay Area All-Star Teacher Program, recognizing teachers that make a difference. The winner receives $20,000 for his or her school. Visit NBCSportsBayArea.com, and that's where you're going to vote. Maybe Broad Street, not 100% sure. Here's Snelton to Hoskins with Hundley now catching. There's Nick Hundley. Hoskins is 0 for 2 with a walk. Buster ends up his night 2 for 3. There's a called strike. Save those legs. 3 more games in this series.
For at least one more inning here out of Snelton.
Look out. Foul.
Good thing those nets are there. He's coming in hot.
Yeah, right in front of the security guards here at the ballpark. 2-2. Snelton asks Hundley to start from scratch. Hook down the left field line. That'll be a base hit. So a leadoff single for Hoskins. And here's Herrera.
Nice job by Blanco, hustling over, shading him down the line anyway, but See him make a quick turn and throw a strike to Crawford.
Here's Herrera. This is what you're talking about.
Hustles over, pivots on that back foot, turns and throws a chest high strike. Perfect.
Very good in the outfield. Always has been. Tap foul. Herrera took a walk and scored in the 5th. Set the stage for this game with a 3-run home run on the first pitch that he saw in the first inning. Shelton runs that pitch inside. It's now 35 pitches for this young left-hander. Giants do not have anybody up in the bullpen, nor do they want to get anybody up this soon.
As a pitcher, as a young pitcher, you just always got to tell yourself one pitch away. Give yourself a ground ball.
Line foul. 1-2.
He's got such a good feel for the changeup. And using it there, left on left change. He's locating that better than he seems to be locating his fastball or his breaking ball. He's just trying to get a ground ball.
Off the plate, 2-2. Mentioned earlier, the Phillies are good at home. They're 11-5. So that will create a challenge for the Giants in the remaining part of this game and the next 3 games. Driven to right. Did he get another one? Gone. That's his second of the game. And it's 10-0. The 4th home run hit by the Phillies. The 2nd home run off of Snell.
Yeah, 2-2 count, trying to get that breaking ball down and away. And when you're hot, you're hot.
So here's Franco.
Take another peek at that right there. Herrera, no doubter.
Five RBIs is a career high. This one is now reached Laffer status, so you got to just try to keep things under control.
He's just looking for an out. He's working behind in the count, just trying to get outs. Healthy rip at Franco.
Yeah, the Phillies are not going to start swinging easy now.
No.
It's almost like bonus time.
Snelton's reached that mode where he wants to work a little bit quicker now.
And a souvenir down the right field line. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's a bit of good news in the bullpen front. Maranta seems to be feeling a little bit better.
Yes. That foul. Physically feeling a lot better.
It's definitely a good thing. When it's a back, you never know. It's always a tricky spot for a pitcher, but nice to see he's feeling better.
Base hit. There's Maranta.
I think that hit's probably going to force somebody to get going. Starting to labor a little bit, get the ball up in the zone.
And a little pep talk from Nick Hundley. There's Matt Hurd just picking up the phone. He read just his lips. I think he did say Morocco. Santana homered in the 5th. And there's a called strike. The Giants now move Hansen to the third base side of second base. And this is high and foul and out of play. 1 and 2. It's really in a tough spot because you can't have your bullpen chewed up in a game like this. On the other hand, you don't want to ruin the kid's spirit.
No.
And look, it's partially ruined already, I'm sure. As this is hit out to McCutcheon. But when it's all said and done, when he walks off the mound, I'm sure there's going to be a number of people that are going to say, look, sometimes you got to take them for the team, and you did. And as a young pitcher, maybe you don't even want to hear it, but it's important. Williams is 2 for 3. And a healthy rip and a foul back.
It's happened to a lot of people. It's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of relievers. And to be honest with you, you hope it happens a lot more times. It means you're still in the big leagues doing some things. So
That's true. I mean, if there's an upside to this, pitches like that, he's made some good pitches. This is not a Phillies team that's going to back off. Oh, and 2. Very high.
51 pitches now. Look for something to get him reaching. Try to get a double play out of this if you can.
And what may end up happening, Avi, is that after the game, the Giants will make a move to get a fresh arm. One ball and 2 strikes. On the ground, Hansen knocks it down, and they're going to get it out. Williams thinks that he beat it out. I don't think so, given the fact that I have such a great view from up here.
Kapler's telling him to wait. Hansen does a good job getting to it, trying to find the ball, fumbles for it a little bit. It's close.
We end up agreeing with the call. 2 outs.
A good stretch by Belt. Snelton looking for one more big out.
Kingery is 1 for 3. And he hits this one to Longoria, and he gets the out, and that'll end the inning. So the kid does indeed go 2. Giants are coming up. It's 10-0. Samardzija got rocked in the first inning on a 3-run home run. Settled down a little bit. Did give up 5 earned runs through 90 pitches. Russell's got a couple of hits. Eflin was really good. Well, he's really good, and he's still out there.
Still out there.
And Herrera's got a couple of big flies. It'll be Hansen to lead things off. Hansen takes a strike, and then Hernandez, and then we'll see. And the pitch is wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eflin working quickly, throws, and there's a check swing confirmed by Mark Carlson. Valentin is now playing second, and Florimon is in center. Out of play, 2-2.
So I got Zach Curtis playing some catch right now down in the pen, nice and easy.
Hansen had a leadoff double in the 5th. Ooh, almost came back. It's 3-2.
Can't have them all. There's Curtis.
He's got the locks going.
He's got something.
Foul back. See Tomlinson at the top step. Hansen wants some sticking. Respects. So Hansen with that double in the 5th, his average now at 333. And the pitch hit into left center field, but Florimon got a good jump and he'll put it away. So here's Gorkis Hernandez, a strikeout and a walk. I guess right now, if you're Bruce Bochy, this is a maintenance game, so you worry about tomorrow and then the next day and the day after. Certainly not giving up hope that you can do something in this game, but as a manager, you also have to be realistic into what you're going to do. That's got really battered in game 1 of the doubleheader against the Dodgers, and then for a while they didn't lose after that. So it happens. 1-1 pitch to Hernandez. Swinging a high fly ball to right for Williams. 2 outs. And here's Tomlinson. This is also the type of game where you can, like Buster Posey, get guys off their feet. Maybe Crawford comes out after this at bat by Tomlinson.
That's why you play 162 of them. I mean, you live to play another game, live another day.
Yeah, and you know, we say this a lot, but if this is a football game, you got to wait a week.
Right. You get right back at it here.
You get to go out tomorrow and change things around. There's a pitch wide. 3-0. With Blanco on deck. So figured that might do it if he lost Tomlinson. And here comes Gabe Kapler. Heflin's going to get a nice round of applause from the folks who are here at the ballpark tonight. He did a great job. Now for Eflin, he's got 2 back-to-back starts where he's pitched very well. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts. With MLB.TV, your subscription is going to include MLB at Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on all of your favorite devices. MLB.TV for details. Giants fans, hang in there. 3 more games in this series, and who knows, Gregor Blanco might thrill you right here facing that guy.
Yeah, Zach Curtis coming on for the 3rd time. Limited work, limited reps, but he's got pretty good stuff. You're going to see a lot of 2-pitch mix, fastball, slider for the most part.
Been with 3 different organizations, Arizona, Seattle, and now this one. Blanco 0 for 3. Giants first saw Curtis with the D-backs in 2016. Inside, it's 2-0. Fly ball, Hansen, fly ball, Hernandez, walk to Tomlinson, and Eflin taken out of the game. Gregor taking all the way, takes a strike.
Yeah, Curtis had it's a weird life of a reliever. Where you get to the big leagues, then you end up going to Double-A, and then back to the big leagues, and then back to Double-A. He's, it's a weird stop.
So Blanco takes ball 4. Well, this is only his 3rd appearance. If you want to stay in the big leagues coming out of the bullpen, you can't walk people. So here's McCutcheon. And McCutcheon takes high. 1 ball and no strikes. Tomlinson, Blanco on the bases, and it's outside. It's 2-0.
This is kind of what I was mentioning before. The bullpen will help you out. They had 152 base runners when you add all the hits up too. I mean, they've walked, now that's 59 guys in 118 innings. So you add that with the hits, that's 153 base runners in that time.
That's an animated pep talk from the pitching coach, Rick Kranitz. So McCutcheon is not in a take mode here. If you see something he likes, he's going to take a rip. And it's a strike. 2-1.
Pitcher's pitch there, down and away. Trying to get back into the count.
Foul back, 2-2. So a nice little visit from the pitching coach. Back-to-back strikes. Hundley's on deck. Hundley would like to hit this inning.
Question now, do you have the confidence to throw something else here? Whether it's a changeup or a slider. The slider's the better of the two.
And it's not close. 3-2. Yeah, the Phillies feel the same way about their bullpen. They don't want to use people up in a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
3-2 pitch, runners will go. And McCutcheon strikes out swinging. Bottom of the 7th coming up.
Is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. And by Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV.
Here in Philadelphia, a large lead for the Phillies. 10-0. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts. There's Reyes Maranta.
There he is, coming on for the 15th time. Like I said, happy to have his back feeling better. He last pitched on Saturday. Didn't get an out, came out due to that injury, the tightness in the back. He's been throwing the ball real well this year. High velocity, good breaking stuff. I think this is more than anything, this is a confidence thing that his back feels good.
Here he's facing Alfaro. Number of changes for the Giants. We mentioned somebody was going to be coming out. It ended up being McCutcheon, with Tomlinson going to second and Hansen going to the outfield. Alfaro's 1 for 2. Here's the 1-1 coming up to the catcher, Alfaro. And he takes wide, 2 balls and 1 strike. Andrew Knapp is on deck. He would be hitting for Curtis. Swinging a foul back. Remember, Morante had some issues throwing strikes in Atlanta. Also had some issues at the end of the homestand. And when it was all said and done, it turned out that he had some back issues, which probably had everything to do with not being able to throw strike issues. So they seem to have calmed that down a bit. It's 2-2. This is rolled to Longoria. Because the one thing that Morante could do was throw strikes.
Yes.
With high velocity.
I was going to say, with nasty stuff.
Yeah. So that was never an issue. So it kind of set off an alarm. So here's Knapp. Mention the changes. Hansen in left, Blanco in right, Tomlinson at second. Knapp, he's a catcher, whether he's the backup or not. He is not playing or didn't start tonight. He's hitting 180. He's a switch hitter. He takes a strike. The Phillies have Florman, switch hitter. The second baseman, Hernandez, a switch hitter. So is Knapp, Santana, and Valentin.
Cal Berkeley product with Knapp, I believe.
Waves at that off-speed pitch, and he got him. All right. Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the San Francisco Giants into your X1 voice remote and get live stats on your TV. Maybe not stats from this game. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. There's the Fanatic. On top of the Phillies dugout, which we will do
standard
from time to time. I wonder if he's ever got drilled with a foul ball. I mean, it's a target. Swing and a miss by Hernandez. Or is this Valentin? There's the Fanatic. This is
Valentin, yes. Morante's looking real good right now, real sharp. 10 pitches, 8 strikes.
It looks like himself. 97. 1 and 2. One ball and 2 strikes. And a base hit. So Valentin turns around. First major league hit. Do not throw that ball into the stands. Got it. So here's Hoskins.
Yeah. There he is, gets the hug. He's the son of former major leaguer Jose Valentin.
Yeah, good player.
Runs in the family.
Hoskins jumps back, and there's a call strike. Belt is going to play off the bag. He's not going to hold on, Valentin. Outside and wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's been Samardzija, Snelton, and now Maranta. Wait, 1 and 2.
Nice pitch here, keeping him off speed. Look at it again right there. Great finish down in the zone. Pitchers count. We'll see where he goes with it.
Shallow center field. It'll be Tomlinson backpedaling. And a nice inning for Maranta. 8th inning coming up. Hundley is going to lead things off.
Sports talk in the Bay Area, the happy hour right after Giants post-game live, right here on NBC Sports Bay Area.
You probably run into those people.
Absolutely, sure do.
Here it's 10-0 when it's time for a change. Thanks PD Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts. Sir Anthony Dominguez
making his debut for the Phillies in a low-stress situation. Up 10-0, but not much is known about him. 21 strikeouts in 16 innings, so I'm guessing 4-seam, high velocity, and a breaking ball.
And it'll be Hundley to lead things off. 97 on the first pitch.
Does that count as high velocity?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think your scouting report is pretty good. Belt on deck.
Ooh, that's a breaking ball.
I think your scouting report's pretty good so far.
Yikes.
play. He threw it again. He backed it up.
He didn't allow a hit over his last 7 minor league appearances, and that was covering 9 2/3 innings.
And he just kind of zips that one to the backstop. It's 2-2. Huntley's been a hot hitter. Started yesterday. Went 1 for 4. Knocked in a big run. He takes a healthy rip and stays at 1-2. On a play again. The 76ers won, so that game is over with. So that means the parking lot's going to be cleared out after this game. There's attendance here of 17,050. Conley takes low, 2-2. So that means the Celtics still have a 3-1 lead in a best of 7. Pop them up. Franco will put it away. 1 out. And here's Belt. Pierce Johnson is in the Giants bullpen. Bell looking for a hit. He's 0 for 2. There's Pierce. Kind of a cool name.
Yeah. So Sir Anthony.
Kind of a cool name. Swinging a foul. Nothing in 2.
This guy's got a big arm. I'm looking at his stats. He's worked primarily as a starter in his minor league career. With big strikeout numbers every time.
Still kind of a baby.
Yeah.
Bell, little pop up. This will be a long run for Franco. And Franco is going to get there and make the catch. Like a wide receiver. 2 down. With the shift on, that's what makes that pop up so difficult, is he is limping back to his position.
Hustling over, makes a great play, and he's probably rethinking putting his foot into this tarp. So he keeps both feet in bounds.
So here's Longoria, who's 0 for 3. Crawford on deck in the 1-0. Down low 2-0.
No catch.
Your take on Johnny Cueto, worth obviously the risk of waiting, correct?
I think so. Again, you've seen pitchers come back from it. Granted, the timetable, you never know what it's going to be as far as when you do return, but there have been pitchers recently that have tried different rehab, whether it's the platelet, the plasma injections, or whatever you do. There has been things that have done that have worked. Because once you commit to Tommy John, you're committing to months and months and months of rehab.
So now it's going to be important for Johnny Cueto just to relax, which he's not that much of a relaxed guy. I mean, I would half expect him to see him throwing out of the bullpen left-handed tomorrow. Longoria takes strike 3 call. He knew it, and that's going to end the inning. So nice outing for Dominguez in his debut. 2 of this 4-game series. Pregame live is going to start at 3, and then we'll have the game for you right at 4. Same as what we did tonight, and tomorrow it'll be Derek Holland who's going to be on the mound. So also streaming live on the NBC Sports app. 10-0 when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and brake experts. And you're looking at Pierce Johnson.
Coming on for the 14th time. Pitched on Saturday in Atlanta. He followed Maranta actually after Maranta came out due to injury, but he's had a solid start to the year. Fastball, 4-seam fastball, curveball, cutter. Fastball can get up into the mid-90s sometimes. But another guy that's able to throw the ball over the plate. Good strike thrower.
And it's Florimon who leads things off. Oh, I'm impressed. I've seen the kid for 1/2 inning.
That was,
my goodness.
It's a lot of velocity.
And a strike. Here's Johnson can get it up there. We saw Maranta, who did a really nice job. But now it's a 1-1 pitch. It's 1-2.
Real nice curveball there. Had Florimon way out in front.
And a high fastball at 93. Samardzija, Snelton, Maranta, and Johnson. That's what's going to fill up the box score. Down low. 3-2. Phillies do have somebody in their bullpen getting loose. I see one number. It's not enough. Line drive down the right field line off the scoreboard, and Florimon's got a double. So the number 3 spot in the lineup has been pretty good.
Worked the count full, was able to get a pitch he could hit. Put a good swing on it. Himself a leadoff double. Worked himself to that full count, just trying to throw a strike. Goes with the cutter, but was just able to drop the bat, head on it, drive it down the line.
Here's Franco's 1 for 4. By the way, that was Yaxel Rios in the bullpen getting loose. Swing and a miss. Santana on deck. Phillies with 10 runs on 12 hits. We had 4 hits that have left the park. And I would have to say that there was not a cheap one in the bunch.
No.
Tap foul, 1-2. I mean, you can get a cheap one here in this ballpark, but not tonight. One and two. Up the middle. Tomlinson on a nice backhand, and he throws him out.
Great play. Great positioning.
I mean, off the bat, that looked like a base hit.
Yeah, great job there by Kelby. Hot shot up the middle, 2-3 hopper, slides, gets in that slide, gets up out of it, throws a strike to Belt.
Yeah, the slide really stops your momentum. creates an opportunity to get up and throw. Breaking ball to Santana for a strike. He homered off the glove of Gorkis Hernandez in center field. It hit in Hernandez's glove and then fell out of his glove over the fence. Next pitch, 0-2. On the ground to Belt, who digs it out. The run's going to come in. It's 11-0 on the ground out and an RBI for Santana. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up Nick Williams.
Another hot shot, but great play. I think Belt thought about it for a second.
I think he did. You're right. So 2 hits on the night for Williams, and he takes a strike. And on the ground to Belt again. Belt will give ground, make a perfect throw, and that'll end the inning. So we will head to the Giants half of the 9th inning. 11-0 Phillies. What did you like about Eflin tonight?
The fact that he just came out and attacked. The first start, he was very efficient. You knew he was going to come and throw strikes, but the fact that he got 9 punch-outs was something that was unexpected. I don't think the Giants were, and a lot of them looking. That's the one thing that was kind of crazy.
Eflin, a good job, and on pace here to get a win. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies. It's Yaxel Rios. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts.
Yeah, he's coming on for the 15th time, basically averaging a strikeout an inning. 2-pitch pitcher for the most part.
Probably throws hard.
Yeah, it's 4-seam fastballs and a slider. I mean, he does have some other, like a changeup, but he doesn't throw it very often. And why would you when you're throwing 98?
Crawford is 1 for 4. So goes right at him at 96. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hansen on deck. then Tomlinson.
That's where you're looking for that 1 for 4.
Yep. Foul off of the catcher, Alfaro, and it's 2-2.
He's still not putting the glove on. That one stung a little bit.
I believe I said Crawford was 1 for 4. He's 0 for 3.
You're just calling it. That's all. He's going 1 for 4.
That's true. And the 2-2. Foul back.
There's that slider.
Phillies trying to win their 12th game at home. Up the middle. One for 4.
Ask and you shall receive.
Hit right through the defense, and the hitter is Hansen. It does save your night a little bit. I mean,
yeah, sleep a little bit better.
Something to chew on.
Mm-hmm.
Hansen's got a double in 3 at bats. Right back to where it came from. That's 1, and that's 2. So a nice turn, a nice feed by Rios. And here's Gorkis Hernandez. Everything has to be done perfectly when you got a guy running like Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Gorkis Hernandez, who's 0 for 2. And he looks at a breaking ball for a strike. The pitch down low. Remember, tomorrow night it's Derek Holland. Was coming off a win, so a little momentum for Derek Holland. Here's the 1-1 and a base hit for Gorkis, so he's now 1 for 3. He's going to allow Kobe Tomlinson to get another at bat. Tomlinson pinch hit with 2 outs in the 7th and drew a walk. And he looks at a strike, and it's 0-1.
Some big arms in that bullpen.
My goodness. Not a lot of finesse, that's for sure.
No.
And a strike knocked down by Alfaro. It's 0-2. They're hard to catch, they're hard to hit.
Yeah. You're calling it and you can't catch it. You know it's nasty.
On a play. So 0-2 to Tomlinson with 2 outs and Gorkis Hernandez at first. And it's just a bit high at 98, 1 or 2. Just right at the top of the zone.
Everyone's kind of surprised, I think.
That's the ball game. So the Giants lose their first game on this road trip, and they got down early, and Eflin really just kept the Giants off the board, and they kept them from thinking they had a chance to get back in this game. And so a nice win for Eflin, and now the Giants will try to get a win tomorrow behind Derek Collins.
Yeah, it was, again, they knew Eflin was going to attack the zone. He's not known for walking people. He's going to miss over the plate if he's going to miss it all, but he was not missing over the plate. He was hitting locations, not only with the fastball in and out, but being able to get the breaking balls over as well.
So final score here at Citizens Bank Park, it's the Phillies 11 and the Giants nothing. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Giants postgame live presented by Honda is going to start right now.